Hi, Henry. So nice to see you again.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I can't believe it's been 3 years since my first interview with you. This is basically a sequel. But before I get started, I just have to say you have great taste in doggy poop bags. Twinning. See, I told you I had a dog. Mine's a Shiba, and Shibas are kind of smaller versions of Akitas. What? You don't believe me? I freaking have a dog, alright? Okay, I have a picture right here, alright? Okay, let me show you. Right here on my phone. Okay? What, you think I photoshopped the picture? That's my freaking dog. Okay, so I just want to start off by asking about your childhood. How was Henry Cavill, okay, the man who plays Superman, Geralt de Rivia, I hope I pronounced that right, the man who makes both men and women question their sexuality. What was that man like as a kid?
When I was in boarding school, and even now, actually, just not a very cool person, and I didn't have a very successful time socially at school, and so acting was a wonderful outlet for me. It was all as children. I think a lot of us have that sense of trying to discover who we are as personalities, and I was struggling with that because what my personality was not considered cool or popular or whatever was down at that time, and so I got to be whoever the character was on stage, and I couldn't be criticized for that. Ironically, because all we live by is critics now, but I couldn't be criticized for the character I was because I was playing a character from a playbook, and so it just was a wonderful outlet for me.
Yeah, I can relate. I was definitely not cool either. I was super shy as a kid, practically a mute, and acting did help me with that as well. And you know what you mentioned, that's one thing I love about acting is getting to be someone else, and that way, I feel like it's a way to protect myself from being judged, and people can judge the character instead of me.
You are absolutely right. It's actually you've put it perfectly. That's exactly how I felt in school on stage, and exactly how I feel when the cameras are rolling on set. It's an interesting insight to the psyches of actors, the escapism from ourselves.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm curious, do you consider yourself more of an introvert or extrovert? Do you get your energy from being alone or being around people?
I come from a big family, and so large groups of people are something which I gravitate towards.
Okay, interesting. I come from a big family too, but I need my alone time. It's probably because I'm the oldest in my family and you're the second youngest in your family. So people always love the youngest kids, and the oldest always get blamed for everything. I mean, I read it on Reddit. So it must be true.
I mean, it's always true, right?
Yep, if it's on Reddit, it's true. So speaking of family, you're one of 5 brothers. So I'm wondering, what's the best advice your father gave you all?
You're not going to nail everyone.
Okay, did he mean maybe like auditions or?
That is absolutely correct, yes.
Okay. So what advice do you have for aspiring actors?
It's a wonderful dream job, and it's exciting to act. Don't be terrified of it. Go on there smiling and love every second.
Smile, darn ya, smile. You know this whole world is a great world after all. Sorry. Okay, so I think it's kind of an injustice. Justice League pun. Yeah. So I think it's an injustice that you have not been voted People's Sexiest Man Alive yet. And I want to help. I mean, look at you. Do these people not know you exist? People magazine. Yeah. So I was thinking that maybe you need some more publicity. Because Henry, I'm sorry, but sadly, here in the US, Jared from Subway is more of a household name than Henry Cavill, and that is a crime against humanity that needs to be rectified immediately. So I thought maybe an endorsement deal might help. So hear me out, okay? Instead of Jared from Subway, you could be Henry from McDonald's.
Goodness me. That's a big step.
I know, but if Americans saw you looking the way you do, with your British accent, promoting McDonald's salads without dressings or cheese, you would solve the obesity epidemic. Henry, you can save America.
That's fantastic.
Right? I'm an ideas person. So, do you think you could be Henry from McDonald's?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, everyone, you heard it here first. Henry Cavill is going to be the new spokesperson for mixed salads without dressings or cheese. So he's on his way to be the next people's sexiest man alive. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. All right. So as far as I know, you're not married. So what are 3 words you would use to describe your dream woman?
Angry, sad, lonely.
Okay, but don't you want kids?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I don't want to tell you who to love or anything, but I don't think that kind of person would make the best mom, you know? Does that make sense?
It really does make sense. Absolutely.
Good. I just wouldn't want your kids to have an angry mom, you know?
Thank you for that.
No problem. So it's been a few years since the release of the theatrical version of Justice League, which we know contained a lot of scenes reshot by Joss Whedon. And I was wondering what you thought the first time you saw that version of the film and you saw yourself at the whole, mouse situation.
It was like I was looking at a different person.
Right? Oh my gosh. They really did an injustice to your face. So I have to ask, did you hate that version of Justice League? And you can be honest, okay? I mean, it's been a few years, Snyder Cut's coming out, and Joss Whedon is just a douchebag. I mean, Ray Fisher called him out, Jason Momoa called him out, so don't worry about what Joss thinks, okay? This is your chance to speak your truth. Did you hate the theatrical release of Justice League? Or as some call it, Justice League?
I did.
I knew it. I mean, how could you not?
I'm just really happy that Zach got to realize his vision. I think it's important for a filmmaker and a storyteller to have their vision, their intended vision, released and shown to the world.
Exactly. I completely agree. I mean, what Joss did to Zach's film was an injustice. Okay. Sorry. I will, stop with the Justice League puns. But I can't wait to finally see Zach's cut of the film.
I'm looking forward to seeing it myself.
So I've heard you've been thinking about producing and directing. Is that true?
Producing is something which I have my eye on, and I've started to get the itch for directing.
That's wonderful. I've directed and I love it. So I hope you get to do it someday too. And whenever you do direct, do you think maybe you could hook me up with a role? I mean, it doesn't have to be a big one. I will play a trash can. I do not care. Okay? Would you let me play a trash can in your movie?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna play a trash can in Henry's future movie. I'm gonna play a trash can in Henry's future movie. Sorry again. Ooh. Okay, so you seduced the internet a few months ago with the sexiest gaming-related video of all time of you building your computer with some Barry White music.
The wonders of good camera work, I think.
Okay, Henry, come on. Okay, the camera did not give you that jawline, those biceps, and those amazing shoulders. Okay? And that video was huge on social media. But I heard that you actually did not want to be on social media at all.
I used to fear it so much. I resisted social media for years and years and years, where my agents or publicists were saying, you have to get onto social media. And I said, no, that's not who I am. I don't want to put myself on the internet. I'm out there enough already as it is. And it took me a while to realize, but it can be used as such a wonderful tool for positivity, good, great messaging. And I love it for that.
All right. Well, Henry, I've had you here long enough. Thank you so much for allowing me to interview you once again. I appreciate you taking the time and just, listening to my crazy idea. And hopefully we'll see you as Henry for McDonald's promoting Mex salads without dressing or cheese.
And that meant a lot to me. So thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. And hopefully I'll see you on set where I'll be in a trash can costume in a film you'll be directing.
Right.
Gonna be a trash can. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Gonna be a trash can. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.